Let's see, I can get rid of that one and that one. Okay, so we are recording now. And so what we are going to do is, like I said, we're going to be using our notebook. I'm going to post the link in the chat again because I do see one new person has potentially added to the class. So the most current link is in the chat. Sorry, I'm a little brain dead. Vanessa, you can still have a physical notebook or physical notebook instead of a electronic one. I want you to have at least the electronic copy though, so that you can see what is on the pages and at least kind of set up your notebook that way. Vanessa, it would be helpful if I knew, are you wanting to just take your notes in the notebook and then upload pictures into the digital one? Or are you wanting to have 100% digital? Okay, yeah, so you'll still need the digital copy then, Vanessa. And then absolutely, you guys are more than welcome to take actual physical hard copy notes and then take pictures of those and upload them into your slides. So when we get through the notebook, I'll show you kind of how to do that. It's really easy. The notebook is made, this notebook is made to really edit and change and do whatever you need it to do, okay? So it's meant to work for you. Okay, so we should be on our first slide here. It should have opened up with this wonderful message of do not link. You've just made your copy of your digital interactive notebook. Do not delete anything or begin any instructions on the next slide yet. The one thing I do want you guys to do at this moment is to change the name of your notebook. So I do like to put the instructions in like the sides here so that you have a clear open space on your actual notebook sheet. So our first instruction is to title your notebook. So you're going to change the part that says name in parentheses. So this portion that I'm highlighting with my cursor, you're going to change that to your name. So I'm going to go by Jane Doe to give you the demo. Okay, so there's my name. And then we're going to insert the class period. So since this is period 7, you're going to use that like fill in the blank spot up here. So just click on that and change it to 7. All right, so that's going to be the first thing, is naming our notebook. Okay, we're naming our notebook. All right, so I'll give you guys a second to do that. Is there anybody who does not have the link? They joined after we put the link in the chat. Okay, just want to make sure everybody has access. All right, thanks, Carla. I'm going to post the link in the chat again. When you open it, if it asks you to link slides, just make sure you do not link slides, and then change your name just like I demoed, okay? And if at any point you are uncertain what I just did, just I'd say raise your hand. You're welcome, Carla, but I won't be able to see your hands being raised, so just drop it in the chat and say, can you repeat that or do that again? Just so you guys know, I'm in the process also of inserting a page on our week 2 module that has step-by-step instructions. So you can see I'm not finished with it. I'm linking documents right now, but there is going to be an English version of each step. I've screenshotted the steps. I've got it all written out, and then I have a Spanish version if that makes it easier for anybody as well. So I'm linking those. These will be posted, and because I'm recording our session right now, I will post the recording too. And then I do plan on, maybe not today, but during tomorrow or so, I will work on making some little how-to videos, so like how to insert notes or how to change your cover, etc. So I'll be doing little tutorial help videos as well, and I'll put that all with the same, like with our digital notebook stuff. So you guys have a resource page of just notebook things, how to do the notebook things. All right, so now we should be all caught up. So the first thing we did was we changed the name of our slides. And now our next step is you're going to share this thing with me. However, before you do this, please watch carefully or follow the instructions really carefully. I don't want to get 30 emails of somebody made a copy and is sharing their notebook with me. I don't need those emails because then it just hides all the questions you might have and email me or things like that, the important stuff. So when you go and click share, okay, you're going to see all the people that have access to this because I'm a giver and give it to other teachers who need help. I'm the vet science guru, apparently. This is good for you guys. You guys get the best. Okay. So I got my name in here because you're going to share it with me. Now you need to change me to be a commenter. This will let me leave feedback on your notebook without accidentally deleting anything. So wouldn't that really suck? You did all this hard work and then I go in and I check it and I somehow accidentally deleted something. That would really suck, right? And if I didn't notice, you have a harder time going back and fixing it. The next thing I want to make sure you do is you check that notify people. This should be blank, okay? This will share it with me without sending me the annoying email, okay? So make sure this is not checked. Make sure I'm a commenter. When you have those two things done, then please click share, okay? So far, I've only had 3 sophomores goof this up, so I have faith in my seniors and my couple of juniors in here. I know you guys can do this, okay? Commenter, uncheck the notify box. This should be blank, okay? Then click share. So I'll pause for a moment. When you are done, can you please put in the chat, done? That way I can see when we have majority of people finished. Thanks, Daniel. Thanks, Sarah. Thanks, Lynn. Thanks, Elizabeth. Thanks, Alondra. Okay. I know some of us probably aren't able to do this. Thanks, Noemi. Thanks, Andres. I know it's a big file. I get it. And trying to run meets and this at the same time, I know doesn't always work. So if that's the case, thanks, Eunice. Thanks, Albert. Thanks, Vanessa. Thanks, Efren. Thanks, Natalie. I know it's really slow. So you can either watch, and like I said, I'm posting the step-by-steps. Sharing not available. Okay. I don't know about what's going on in your end, Meredith, for yours. Did you make a copy? Did you make a copy of yours, Meredith? Yes. Okay. You can always share it later. That's fine. It's unavailable for me too. So Natalie's it saying, you know what, it might just be that your computer's not letting you do multiple actions at once. So maybe once we log off, keep doing everything else, you too, Rudy. Keep doing everything else, and then we will see if we can get it working either later today or tomorrow, okay, or whenever. Plus, I am going to have you guys fill out a form, so you're going to give me a link to your notebook anyways, so that might help too, okay? So we'll figure it out. All right, so 3 not availables is better than 31, right? All right, so our next step is going to be starring our notebook. This is like favoriting it, if that makes sense. Okay, so you can star it right next to the name of your document. There's a little star button. If you click that, it stars it. So it'll make it faster to find. Okay. And then the other thing I want you to do, right next to that button, there's a little folder, little file folder with an arrow that says move. Okay. I want you to click on that. Thanks for trying to help out, Albert. Yeah, for those of you who were saying that you don't have access or you don't have ability to share, Albert dropped a helpful thing in the chat. Google Drive, if you right-click, don't open it, on the notebook slides, hit share and see if that works, okay? Appreciate that, Albert. All right. I wish we were in class right now, guys. I really do. I miss y'all. Anyways, click on the move, okay? Mine is already in a particular folder, but you might not have that folder. So I'm gonna show you like where to put it. It's completely up to you. Some people might like to put it directly in their drive. So like it would say my drive here. If you just want it in your drive so that it's right in the front, it's there, then you can click move here, okay? If you have a folder labeled Vet Science, you can click on that. and put it in the vet science. Okay. It's wherever you want to go. So wherever you want to put it, I have a distance learning folder and a digital interactive notebook folder within that distance learning. So you can see there's my notebook there. So when you're ready to put it somewhere, you need to click move here. Okay. So I'll give you guys a moment to do that. And then we will start looking at features of our notebook. Okay. So start with that. Just get it in your drive, get it somewhere where you can easily find it. Okay. Rudy, did you try out Albert's tip and see if that worked? Yeah, it worked. Cool. Awesome. Thanks, Albert. Thanks, Rudy, for letting me know. Okay. So once you guys have had a chance to add it to your drive and get it in a place where you'll easily be able to find it, we're going to do one more thing. I don't have a slide for it, but in the chat, I'm going to drop a Google form. So if you were having trouble sharing your slides with me, you're sharing your notebook with me, this is where you'll be inserting and giving me the link to your slides. So if it didn't share before, this is how I think I'll still have access. I want it to eventually share with me, but for now, we're going to use this form. Okay. So like I said, in the chat, there is a very short Google form. It looks like this. I just want you to put your name, your period number, and then I need you to copy and paste the link of your notebook. So the link of your notebook, as you can see, is in the top of our document. So here's the top of our document. It's found right here. So I want you just to click on it, copy it. So I just do like Control C. Yes, Albert, please use the form too, even if you already shared it. The form is not necessarily to give me sharing access. It's for a technical test I'm going to try over the weekend. So I want to have all the forms so that if I get this test working, I have everybody's access to everybody's. So the form is in our chat, Lisa. So if you're in our chat, it's like two comments above yours. Okay. So it's posted by me, and it's the link that says HTTPS forms, etc. Okay. So you're going to click on this form link right here in our chat, open it up, and then as I was mentioning, you're going to take the link from up here and paste it in this question. And once you've done that, that's all you need to do for that form. Click submit. Okay. Yeah, the test that I'm going to run is a tool that will allow me to make slides on my end and then automatically send them to you guys, which would be amazing if it works. Thanks for letting me know you're done, Andres. I appreciate that. Yeah, otherwise, if we can't get this fancy tool to work, then thanks, Albert. Then what's going to have to happen is I'm going to have to send you slides, and then you copy and paste them inside of your notebook. So if I can send them to you, how easy would that be? Amazing, right? Thank you to everybody who's saying that you're done. I appreciate you guys letting me know. I'll give you guys a couple more minutes to fill out that form. Any questions so far? Okay. We're about to actually go into our notebook and look and see what's going on in here, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. I think it turned out really nice, if I may say so myself. I spent a lot of time working on this, so hopefully it works. All right, it looks like the number of dones that I'm getting is decreased, and so it looks like we are ready to get started and look in our notebooks. Okay, so first off, you guys can delete these first 3 slides, the ones with the bright red border. Those can go bye-bye. You do not need them, okay? So you can either delete them now or you can delete them later. Completely up to you. I'm going to leave mine in because this is going to be the one I use to show 6th period too, okay? So let's go to our cover slide. And I'm not going to look at the chat. Yes, Albert, you can delete. You can delete these first 3 slides. So 1, 2, 3. The ones with the red, ugly borders. Okay. Yeah, those were just so that I can get your instructions. You could see them. They were in your face. You couldn't miss them, right? So delete those first 3. And then your first slide, cannot talk by the end of this. Your first slide is the cover. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time on the cover. And so I'm going to hide the chat. So just be patient if you put a question in the chat. I am hiding it for a moment just so you guys can get a full extended view of the notebook. Okay. So you'll notice that it has a repeat of step 1 and 2, the ones we already did. So I'm going to delete this note that says title your notebook because we did that already. And I'm going to delete the share, okay, because we did that one already as well. And so now we're left with the message in the middle, which I'll talk about in a second. And then the third, and this should say 4th, but it's all together, I guess. 3rd and 4th step, okay? So first off, because I want to get rid of this nasty stuff in the middle that's blocking the beautiful view of our covers, it's just a note that if you don't like the current cover color, you can change it. I'm also fine if you guys want to find a different cover that you put on top. That's fine too. I don't care. I just wanted to put a generic one on here, okay? So if you don't like the color, you can click on the actual notebook cover. See how I can move it? So you can click on it. Not everything in here is clickable, by the way. We'll see that in a minute. So you can click on it. If you right click, you get the formatting stuff here. There's a button that says Format Options, okay? And these are what the little pictures right here are showing. When you click Format Options, it gives you the ability to recolor. So if you click on that, you can change to some of these different ones, okay? Like I said, you can also just put a whole different cover on here. That's completely fine. You can just put so many pictures that it hides what's actually here. That's fine too. However, the minimum things I need are your name, okay, class period, and oh, I just realized there's a typo here, vet science, okay? So don't put biology on your notebook. Please put vet science, okay? So those are the things I want you to have on your notebook. All right, at least text-wise, we'll put it that way, okay? Then I also want you to decorate your cover and make it you. So include pictures of things you like. I do want one picture that represents agriculture. It could be, you know, an FFA emblem. It could be vet science related. I do want you to have a favorite quote. And I realize I didn't put my notebook cover on here. So let me find my notebook cover really quick in my drive, and then I'll show you what mine looks like, because I think it's pretty dang cute, if I may say so myself. Are there any questions in the meantime? Oh, there. In the meantime, that I can, there it is, answer while I pull up my cover? Okay, I don't see anything after the first 3 slides questions. So what questions do we have? Okay, so here's my cover. This is what I made for our class. Okay, so you can see veterinary science. If it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you as one of my quotes. I did pick 2 because I liked both of them. I also put today is your opportunity to build the tomorrow that you want. So I have my FFA emblem because I love being an ag teacher. I put a whole bunch of like vet science collage type things. So I've got the veterinarian with a cat and German Shepherd. I've got a little stethoscope with paw print heart. Okay, the little collage, the animals. All right, and then as one of the things for myself, I put national park emblem on here because I love traveling to the national parks. And then you guys can see my name. So I don't care what you put on here as long as it's school appropriate. Okay, here's my ag bio one. So I did a similar style. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna put on my cover in my copy here, okay? So you guys can work on your cover whenever you want. I don't have a setup due date yet. It's kind of like as you want to play around with it, work on it, okay? So that's one thing that you guys can do while you, like maybe you finish early, maybe you just want to, maybe we're just excited to see some of the features, okay? I'm going to go ahead and show you some other things that are in here. You do have tabs here on the side. Just so you know, these are actively linked. So if you're in presentation mode, okay, I'm in presentation mode, I can click on any one of these links and it takes me to that tab. So then I can click through and start doing things inside of my notebook, okay? I also, some of the slides have little back buttons and it will take you back to that unit, the title or the table of contents. So that way you can update your table of contents easily. So each of these pages is uploaded and linked to that previous table of contents. So here's another example. I know they all look like the same table of contents and it's a template. We just haven't labeled, you know, what the title is. So here is like a class information one. You can see I've filled this in. These are also linked. So if I wanted to look at the safety contract, I can click. That didn't work actually. Dang it, that's annoying. Okay. And that's not a link to the safety contract. Let's try this one. There we go. So Google Meets expectations. Okay, I clicked on the Google Meets expectations. It took me to the expectations. Now I can click back and go back to my table of contents. So you can see how it works. Syllabus takes me to that particular page syllabus. I could do highlighters and it takes me to highlighters. Okay, so there, I do have it so that it only takes you back to this first unit title page, but it takes you back to the front of it versus making you click through everything, okay? So that's kind of some cool features that I'm really proud of. If you're in presentation mode, you can like quickly go to things. It doesn't work if you're not in presentation mode, okay? I wonder why my safety contract did not work. Interesting. See, that's linked. I'll figure that out. Actually, how about I show you guys how to do that right now? So to link something, this is something you're gonna wanna know how to do. You're gonna wanna have the slide up on the side here so you can see that slide number. It's really easy to link something. These are text boxes. So right now the box is highlighted. If you highlight the word, it will specifically make you click on this word. So I like to use the text box because if I click on anywhere on this text box, it takes me where I want to go. So couple ways to link. There's a nice little insert link button here. You can also right click and it gives you the ability to link. So we'll do that way. If you link slides in this presentation, and this will be one of the little tutorials I make, you can scroll through all the slides and find the slide you're looking for. So I'm looking for 14. Click on it, apply, and now that's linked. So I'm gonna just want to show you guys that. Okay, so we have our syllabus in here. We have the safety contract in here. There is, oh, by the way, I do want you guys to type your name in the text box and then use a fancy font like cursive to make your signature and have your parents do the same, just so that we have a temporary safety copy in here. There's some interactive notebook guidelines. We'll go over this probably next week a little bit more when we have some more time. But I want to point out that we'll do notebook checks every 2 weeks. So this week, even though you're getting it this week, I won't check it for another 2 weeks, okay? I want you guys to make these notebooks your own. So please use Googling, use doodling, draw on it. When I say draw, I mean put clip art, stuff like that. I do have a page for some important links. So I don't actually think I linked these correctly yet, now that I think about it. So I might have to resend you guys this slide. So if you try these links, that was one of my things I was supposed to do during my time in this 5th period and I forgot. So sorry. If you guys want a remind code for our class, we do have a remind code and it is DeBoer Vet 7. So I'll type that in there. You guys can copy that if you want. So if you want reminders, remind.com. The code is DeBoerVet7. Okay. Okay, these highlighters, I think these are so cool. I know that you can highlight with your cursor and then use the highlighter button in here. I just don't think they're as fun. It's like solid looking, okay? Doesn't really look like a true highlighter. So if you want, you can make a copy of these little highlighter colors. So I'm gonna copy the green one. So paste it, and then I can drag it over my text, and it gives that opaque look as if you highlighted something. I don't know why these excite me so much, but they really do. So these are here if you want to use them when we like mark up notes. For my Avid folks, I don't know how they're gonna do binder checks yet, but I think these are really cool. So there's more colors. I've also added arrows so you can like point to stuff. And then these are a bunch of tiny like pictures. You can make each of them bigger and copy and paste them. You're not doing binder checks anymore. Dang it, and I got all this cool stuff to put in there. Well, they're for you guys. That way we can review notes and stuff. But yes, these little icons, you can make them bigger. You can change the color of them, so these are cool too. And so you can put them in your notes if you want to like doodle on your notes, that sort of thing. Okay, so these are here if you want to use them. All right, here's a sample notebook page. We'll go over this next week, and then we'll go through some about me stuff next week. And then we get to like our first kind of assignments. You do not need to do any of these yet. I will have dedicated days or times when I say, okay, we're gonna go to, you know, the directional plane page in your notebook, and we're gonna complete this. So these are just things that I wanted to put in here because I knew we were gonna do them. So I wanted you to have them. So any of this stuff you don't need to do yet, okay? Don't stress about it. They're just for use later, okay? So with that being said, that's the gist of our notebook I want to point out, okay? What my expectation for you is I want you guys to start your cover, you know, start decorating it, do what you want to do to it. We do have plans to use it on Friday, so let me check out our agenda for Friday so that you guys can see what we're doing in here. So in our notebook, okay, you're going to get your first set of notes. So I'm going to basically post them on Friday for you, and then you need to take them at some point. The notes will be like guided through by me, so it'll probably be video, like video me going through them, I guess you could say. And so I want you guys to take your version of notes inside of here. So I guess we should probably talk real quick about how to do notes. So it'll be our directional terms. So I'm going to go to our present mode so we can use our tabs because I'm so excited about those. I'm going to click on the directional. I was thinking, I was like, why is it not clicking? That's not working too. No, just needed to think. So I'm going to go to our directional terminology unit just so I don't have to click through everything. And I've already pre-given you guys a set of pages, okay? You are welcome to move any of these around. So drag them, put them where they're gonna go. I would suggest learning how to use the text box feature, which is the little box with a T in it, okay? You're gonna put your title in it, directional terms notes, okay? And then make your notes, okay? So you'll be using the text box feature to insert all of your notes, okay? So this paper is just like a background. And you can change it so that your, if you don't like, okay, let's just say maybe you don't like having to see the lines. Maybe the lines are making it hard for you to actually type your notes. We can change the background to be just white. So you can change the color to white. Oh, and you know what? Actually, let me show you a different way. I forgot that this background is, or this paper is actually a background. So you can change the layout, okay? And you can make it just be blank. And now you can type your notes. It's up to you. If you're going to add a picture, because you're doing picture notes, just insert an image, and it's probably going to be either your drive or by camera or upload from the computer, and you would just insert it on the page directly, okay? If you need more pages, I put 3 of these pages in here already, but if you need more, okay, if you can do a couple of things. You can either take a blank one and copy and paste it. So let me demo that. I'm going to just copy this blank slide. If you try copying like this, it's not going to copy anything. So if you just have the slide highlighted in the side here and you copy it, okay, then you can scroll up and click where you basically want to go. So you see how there's like a little line between these 2 slides? If I paste it here, it appears between those 2 slides. So you can add slides that way. You can also, there's like a little add new slide with a layout here, okay? You should have all of these layouts. You'll notice that things are labeled notes 1, notes 2. It's just based on which tabs they are. So these are the notes 1 tabs, or like the beginning tabs. As you go through towards the end of the notebook, so many pages, then you'll see, oops, still on the front, okay, then you'll see that there are the other tabs in the back. So that's our tabs 2, basically. I will, if we need to add slides specifically, I will say, hey, we're gonna add the notes 1 slide, or add a blank tab at 1A slide. So I'll tell you what slides to add. But you guys can kind of figure out what you want to add and how you want to do your notes. It doesn't have to be on the blank paper, on the lined paper, that's fine. You do have ones that are just white with just tabs, okay? So on Friday, you'll get to add in your first notes. Monday, we'll go through them and we'll practice the stuff that we took notes on. And then we'll also go through a little bit more features on how to do stuff in here, okay? So at this point, do you guys have any questions that I can address? Let me take attendance real quick and go back to the chat. Okay, sounds good. Andreas, are we going to meet tomorrow? So tomorrow is Thursday, so that is not our typical meet day. If you feel like you want to, if you guys want to schedule one, like an extra one, maybe you want to ask about certain features, or maybe you want to, me to show you guys how to do certain things, we can meet, but that was not the plan. The plan was not to meet tomorrow. So if having an extra meet this week sounds like something you want to do so that we can explore our notebook with a little bit less speed, then let me know and we can do that. Okay, and even if you want me to just go over it with one of you, we can do that too. So up to you guys. Okay. Tomorrow you actually won't be using your notebook. You'll have a Google form to fill out, but Friday we will be. So Friday we'll use our notebook. And by that point, I'll have a little tutorial video on how to add notes or how to edit notes. And there'll be a little tutorial video on like how to update your cover and that sort of thing. So I'll have some tutorials put up for you and my bio kids. So, okay. Any other questions? Is meeting tomorrow something you guys would want to do? Imagine how much easier this would be just with paper in our classrooms. Daniel, I don't think it's necessary, but if it is if you guys feel like you want the extra help on it, just, I know it's a lot to go over. I just was kind of trying to show you some cool things, or things I think are cool. I think it's really pretty when we put it in present mode. I'm really excited about it. Yeah, I know. I wish we were just in school and had real notebooks. I actually brought home all my old notebooks so that I could look at what we did on paper the last few years. But yeah, guys, you guys are free to go if you don't feel like you have any questions. So if you want to ask specific things, Yeah, paper is simple. Online writing, it can be really easy. So I think it just depends on if you guys have preferences on how things look. Like if you guys look at my table of contents I filled out for you, I'm like very, it's like very much the same. I like it to be very consistent. Can't even find a table of contents that I filled out. There we go. Okay, yeah, I like it to be organized and have the same stuff. So, yep. Yeah, my OCD went crazy on this one. So, okay, guys, well, have a great rest of your day. There's no assignment today unless you want to start your cover, but so enjoy the free evening or have fun decorating your cover. At least it's better than maybe having to draw. I don't know. You can still draw your cover and then we can upload the picture on top. You're welcome, Leslie. Yeah, of course, Vanessa. I actually really enjoyed making it, but it was a lot of work. Bye, Ivy. You have a good day too. Bye, Carla. You have a good day too. You're welcome, Eunice. Have a great day. Bye, Rudy. You have a good day too. You're welcome, Meredith. Let me know if that share feature didn't ever work for you. You're welcome, Lynn. Oh, good. I'm glad it worked. Thanks for letting me know. Miss you too, Lisa. You have a good rest of your day. I miss all of you guys. Thanks, Albert. You have a good day and take care of yourself as well. Thanks for your help today.